Est-ce qu'on voit mes chaussettes?
No, it's okay. Like that is perfect.
Okay,
Because it's really
let's
red.
get going.
Oh,
You ready?
It's really red.
Okay.
So Adele, can you tell us about your experience?
How did you first get contacted for this thing?
She was on the movie before me. I
Mhm.
mean, she was picked already, choose and everything. And after me, I make like a cast, and a cast, and a cast, and a cast, improvisation, different things. And after I meet one day Adèle in the coffee, where I suppose we meet here in the same coffee because it's like his own coffee. He's the boss now. All the time he was drinking coffee and watch people in this coffee. It's like in Belleville, La Villeuse. And I come there and we just stay in silence. And I was like, wow, I won this movie, but I think he hated me because he was just like he couldn't be in interview. I mean, Abdel Latif is a man who have special relationship with time, you know. He like to take his time. Comment on dit peser ses mots? Peser ses mots.
Then you like to pause his words.
To pose his words. And even if it's not like a brain man, he doesn't think about all what he's gonna say. But, and after he asked me if I can like make some try for camera with Léa for see each other on the screen, like the two of us, the both of us, like together. And so we try. And after like 1 month after, he told me that I would be me too. And after we met on the movie, because we have to make like the sex scene of dreaming. So that was our first scene together, and we have a lot of fun. It was funny. It was funny, honey.
So how did you similarly have a
Monsieur
non-speaking interview with the director to?
No. First, I met him in a cafe in Paris, and
The same coffee.
no, it was another one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
It was in République.
That sounds not interesting.
Le Grison.
Okay.
Okay, so and then I met him, and he was like, staring at me, and then that's how we met.
So does he say to you? Did he explain to you how he makes movies at the time?
No,
We
no,
knew
no,
in
no,
France.
no.
We knew.
I mean,
Oh, his
we knew
reputation for
he
that?
was, like, we knew his
Got a good-
reputation, like that he had, like, not very good reputation, but not that reputation.
No, but he have a good reputation. I mean, for director, it's it's the best director in France. His cinema is unique. So, a lot of people talk about him, but his work is really respect. Like his respect. Everyone respects his work because he always giving justice to women and actresses. I mean, all his actresses at a price, like every.
They always have a price, yeah.
Not the Black Venus, and it's too bad because she was like amazing. But sometime at the César, everyone, it's
It's
between
always
us.
like if you play in a
no.
Kish's film.
No, but I was saying that the Black Venus was nominated, but in César you always voted for your friend, and she was not picked. She doesn't want.
Yeah, because the film.
Yeah, because of the film, but she was great in the movie.
Yeah,
like she deserved it.
So you knew.
So yeah.
So you know his working method by reputation, but not by conversation. He'd never said to you, "This is how we're going to do it," or.
Yes, yeah, he told us. We have a passion. In passion there is sex, and we have read the comic, and in the comic there is sex explicit. So yeah, we knew it was like a choice for together to build this passion together, build this relationship, and take it high, and and just like no, give the best we can. So we was comment on dit prévenir? Comment on dit prévenir? Too warm. And so he warned us for the sex scene, for example, if that's what you...
Well, no, the rest of it too. I mean, it's
Yeah, everything.
there's a lot of movie. There's not just the sex scene. I know it's all anybody wants to talk about, but
No. Yeah.
it's, you know, there's 3 hours of non-sex scene. And a breakup of a relationship and everything else. Is there a script that you stick to? Is there a sense that you just kind of throw it out once you get there? And
We abandoned the script really quick. I think I read the script like once. And after he told me, now you have read it, you forget it. You know, you want to be inconscious, to just keep inside you, but I don't know where. And after to just let it go and play.
so is that exciting or is that uncomfortable to start with? I mean, is that... Well, I mean, you guys did the interview with, I guess, I don't remember who it is now, the Daily Beast. So that's become like
the
infamous
fucking
already.
Daily Beast.
That it was a torture session for 5 months.
It was not like a torture session, like we never said torture. We say that he was tortured because it's Jamie says sometimes it was tortured, but we say how far we go and how we can like make you feel bad sometimes to go so far and to be really sad. And that's, yeah, we're just like saying anecdotes.
Yeah, it was very difficult shoot. We said everything. We don't want to
Oh yeah, please.
talk too much about it, but it was very difficult.
Was it easier for you in that you didn't have, it wasn't quite as much emotional change for you? It wasn't quite, your emotions were not quite as dramatic. You were not as young. You're kind of the adult in the pairing.
Yeah.
Do you think that was easier or was it the same grind?
It was difficult because the thing is that Adèle usually his method is to play with your own emotions, you know. So he likes to use like people's emotions, and the thing is in that film. In that film, I was like I had to build a character. Really, like it was a composition. So the thing is that it was difficult for me and for him. Because I had to use my own emotions, but at the same time, I had to. My emotions were different from Adèle. You know, Adèle is more like in the film. It's okay. In the film,
You're laughing more here than you have in the entire movie.
The thing is that she had to she's a nature, and she had to like be always. She's the one who suffered.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm more the one who's
Dominated.
yeah. No, yeah, you're dominated, and I'm more like drastic with her.
Have you had that kind of experience in your real life? Not to ask too much personal question.
Yeah, I met a man. I remember he was kind of this way.
So he was the senior and you were the
I was
junior.
No, not really. Not that, but he was like he had a
Une emprise.
yes.
Comment on dit une emprise d'ailleurs?
Oui.
Une emprise ou
Like he
emprise?
had he was like manipulating me.
Oui.
in a way.
Mm-hmm. So that was what you ended up drawing on
Yeah, like
More-
he was an inspiration.
to find your personal connection with it?
Yes.
And where did you have an easy connection to this character? I mean, it's not the whole lesbian thing is really kind of, I think one of the things about the movie that's great is that it doesn't have to be gay. It doesn't have to be two women. It doesn't have to, yeah.
Of course. That's why it has such a big success, I think.
We don't like during the shoot. We never talk about homosexuality or militant, engaged, and political thing. We just talk about like feelings and how we can change you when you meet one people in your life, and and how we can change you. I'm so sorry. And yeah, that's all. We're not talking about like homosexuality at all.
Sometimes we are, like on the film, we can say like we laughed a lot together.
So how did you, when a scene would come along, you do a scene and a conversation between the two of you, was he...
I'm sorry.
It's okay, now it's infectious.
I'm sorry.
Did you all have the conversation with him, or would you base it kind of where the script was, or?
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
So,
So was there a group conversation, or was he kind of like, here's the scene?
No. No, it was like it was improvisation. So, like sometimes he was very on the text,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes he was like he would say, yeah, forget the text, do your own thing, like try to be inventive. And
It was like a controlled freedom. It lets us a space, and we make improvisation. And I remember the scene in the music. You remember when we come à l'État en film? It's not all the scene is not on the music because we shoot a lot, and we have like to speak about the tableau, draw and everything. And I realized after 5 months that sometimes it was hard to find an inspiration. Like Adèle say, okay, so you're gonna walk in the museum and you're gonna like to stop and talk with us. And I mean, it must be interesting. And we just walk, and I was like, and we block on the draw, and we're like.
No, but the thing is that sometimes he was like telling us just one thing. Like for example, at the end, like the scene at the end, it was not like it was just okay. So she betrayed you. So now, go and do the scene. Go ahead and do the scene. And we had to like, okay, so you shit on me, and not.
You shit on me. You shit on me. You shit on me. I cheated on you.
Cheated on you.
But
Cheating on you is probably, you could say that as well.
cheated.
Yeah.
Cheated. Right? Cheated?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yes.
Cheated. Okay, so you cheated on me. And okay, now do the scene, And we had to like, okay, now, well, now. And then.
So are you preparing for that?
No.
Besides the shitting?
For the broken scene, we really used or scared of this scene because we scared to like disappointed Adèle and ourselves because we really want to make like a good scene because we have already shoot all the patients, so we want that the broken scene. We use or scared and apprehension.
Yeah.
You got it.
It exists. Yeah. And the apprehension we have on this scene, we use it for play. I mean, I was scared of her. I was scared to like shit my scene. I mean, to like miss my scene. And after you go to the cinema, you watch a movie and you're like, I can do better. And so we really have to be in the moment, even if there is improvisation and everything. We have to forget the camera, forget Adèle, because Adèle come and say something, but it's really intelligent, in fact, because it's j'ai trop de mal avec ce mot, unconsciously work. Like, it tell you something, and after you say, okay, now you forget what I told you. And you're like, why are you telling me? And so, it's like, and after we make the scene, I was like, you have to be on the moment. Forget everything, just watch your partner. And we have shared like 6 months together before, naked, crying, yelling, everything. So I just watching her and she was so obsessed. She was like, she breathed, like she never breathed, like she was like, tu fais des trucs comme ça, toi? T'es une pute. And I was like, whoa. And it's hard to explain how we all work because I think to express how we all work because we all give something to our character. She makes me understand a lot of things about my character. We share our ideas. We just play text, and it was like a good training.
So do you know when it's working in the scene? I mean, it sounds like he did a lot of takes.
No, sometimes we don't know. Yeah, because he makes so.
Because
Adèle
just want the moment where you lose yourself, and when you abandon yourself, when you don't think about like nothing, and when you leave the scene.
But he really it's true that he kept in the film. He kept like maybe 10% of what we've done. Like we shot a lot of scenes that are not in the film.
So normally when you're working in a movie, you kind of have a sense of when a scene's working.
Yeah.
In this one, you don't want to have that sense. You kind of want it to be so emotional that you are just living in the moment.
But I think when you live in the moment,
it's working.
It's working, yeah.
So now the famous sex scene, that was the first thing you shot?
No, a little one, because it was like, the
So
one
we
when I
started
dream
with- we started
and she
with
comes. So we were not
beginning.
supposed to be like together. I was supposed like to dream and to have like a kind of orgasm, to just imagine her touching me, and she has to come. But I don't know her, and we were still laughing. I was supposed to sleep, and sometimes I open my hand and I see like Léa with his big boots coming on my bed, and it was funny because you never meet someone like this. Like, hey, how are you? Yeah, let's do the scene. So it was pretty cool, actually. And we laughed a lot. And after it was more difficult.
Sometimes when we were making the scenes, the sex scenes, we were laughing.
Did it break the ice?
Laughing.
Sorry?
Did it break the ice to do that right away?
I think.
Yeah,
of course.
Together, of course.
And you were wearing prosthetic vaginas? And you were actually wearing prosthetic labia?
Yep. To be more comfortable with your like movements and everything, you know. You know that you're never gonna touch this. After you can touch the boobs, the mouth, everything, the skin, because it's a movie about skin, close up, mouth, itching, coming, and everything. So we have to like let our body speak, and we are more comfortable with this, and it was like practice actually, and we loved. J'ai tellement envie de raconter l'épisode, j'en avais plein la bouche. Des poils.
On peut dire ça ou pas? Mais si vous voulez.
Sometimes, yes, when we were like doing cunilingus.
Fake cunilingus.
Like fake cunilingus, because we had fake vaginas. Sometimes some hair were coming out, like, but fake hair.
And I was like, and I was continuing my scene just like this. She was here, and I was like this, and I realized like I was so many like comment on dit des poils?
Hair.
Fake hair in my, and I was like I continue the scene, but like. And we love so many times like
So
I have so many hair in my mouth. But yeah.
So now you know what it's like to be a boy in the 80s, the 1980s.
Like, I think we know.
Well, you have to do it gracefully, so as not to upset your partner. you know, just get it out of there. So did you keep your fake vaginas afterwards? Were they a kind of like a going away gift?
It's in my room.
It's like putting on our mouth.
And sometimes we make like fight. Like, no, we're kidding. But no, it was like, yeah, it was funny. That part was funny sometimes. But after it was really important to express this evolution about sexuality, because sexuality always evolves. Even a non-evaluation, it's an evolution. So we have to like, you know, at the beginning I'm discovering sex, and she learned me everything, and after I became more confident, and I try like to prove her that me too, I can handle it, I can like make you pleasure and everything. So we really have to work on this scene hard, like we work on the other one.
This smile is scaring me. And so you shot all this footage, you did this whole thing. When you finally saw the film, were you surprised with what the film was?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You didn't know what to expect?
No, because we shoot so much that I was like, oh, this scene is not inside. Oh, I give so much for this scene. Oh, this is inside. I'm happy. And in the things we shot, but it was long and a really work of searching. We have personally, my character was more in the sacrifice. Like she sacrificed her friend, her family, her life to this girl. Not as a victim, but because she gave so much when she loves someone. She doesn't have like rules, or she never protect herself.
Mm-hmm.
And do you get objective after seeing it a couple times? Can you see the film as opposed to just yourselves?
Because you see like, and because you know what's the film. what's the film about. So yeah, it was difficult. And the second time, I was really, like, I really love the film. And I love that story, and I think it's a very simple story, but that's the big thing about this film. It's that it's a simple story, an average story, and it's what's beautiful and unique in something that is simple, you know, like how to, and that's, I think, Adèle, that's his talent, you know, to show like just something like a very something very common.
So are you surprised at all by the audience, this kind of overwhelming audience reaction?
Yeah, but we just want that people recognize themselves in the movie, that we hope that it's gonna touch people and that people can like remember their first love and how you are when you think you're gonna die for love and everything. And also, yeah, it plays, I mean, every movie, even if you're not engaged, I think, and that's why we love it, play like a form of, not debate, but not open debate, but yeah, discussion. Like if some movie make you open your mind, some movie make you realize things that make you like, you say to yourself, maybe I judge too much people or things like that. So now with the problem in Russia and everything, we hope that the movie can help maybe to change things and to change cinema. Because everyone is like a little bit disturbed by the sex scene. Maybe after this movie, like there will be a lot of other people who really wants to see more sex than other things, or see, I don't know. Je vous raconte n'importe quoi.
And I'm sure that this film will change cinema, and I hope so that it will change the mentalities.
It seems like
I don't understand. It's true that there's something here in America. Some people are kind of shocked, you know, and I don't understand why sex is more shocking than violence.
Well, the American rating system is geared that way, where violence is okay and sex is very dangerous.
Like alcohol. For example, I go in party and I can't drink.
That's another
But
story.
I can buy it.
That's another story.
But I can buy it again. That's weird.
No,
I don't think we want you to have a gun.
Like, it's true that when I watch in American films, people like with guns, it's so, I'm very shocked.
Well, you and Paula Patton kicking each other's asses.
Yeah.
Nobody seemed to be bothered by that at all. That was kind of sexy.
I was, yeah.
And then you actually had sex, and then people were freaked out completely.
And I remember I had to I had to do lessons to learn how to shoot. And I was shaking. I was like, "Oh, are you sure? I'm gonna kill someone." No, it's okay. Léa. There's no bullets. Are you sure?
But it seems like the kind of whole experience that is much better now that you're out of it.
Yep.
Like you can look back at it with great
Yeah,
love.
because we're too much involved.
Okay,
We were
can I
like,
speak now?
oh, sorry, speak.
No, but the thing is that we're very proud of the film. Like, it's really a film that we love. So I hope people will like it, and people like it. By the way, we want to buy.
But there's something about your guys' honesty and your kind of like forthrightness about the whole how the process of making it, how hard it was, that I think endears people to the film even more.
It
I mean,
was
the road is not always easy
yeah.
to art.
We'll see.
In this case, not easy at all. But you're glad you both were happy you did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never like regret it.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm so tired.
Thank you.
I've got the impression to say like bullshit.